Hi, my name is Delora Ford, and I'm going to be speaking on leasing or purchasing computer equipment and how it is beneficial to your company's budget. The first thing you want to find out is how much money you have to spend. If money is tight, as in usually your new business is starting up, then you may want to not put out so much money at the very beginning and go ahead and opt for a lease agreement and spread out your payments throughout several months. If funds are unlimited, then you can purchase the computer equipment. However, it may still not be the right option for you. If you decide to purchase your computer equipment, another thought that you may want to consider first is to how long you're going to have the computer equipment. If it's for a short term, say up to 3 years before it becomes obsolete, then you may want to purchase the equipment and take your loss afterwards, just so you don't tie up, or just so you don't have to be tied into a contract and pay for payments on your computer equipment after you're done using it. If you still plan on using it for a long term, after 3 to 5 years, then you may want to consider leasing and using the capital lease agreement, which transfers part of the ownership to you and through monthly payments. The other type of leasing agreement is just transferring the use of the computer equipment, and that is called an operating lease agreement. Some additional cost that is not considered in purchasing or leasing your computer equipment is the supplies, the maintenance, and the upgrades. Usually your maintenance is included in your lease agreements with the leaser, and however, your supplies are always the responsibility of the lessee. Supplies including your paper, which is the most common supply of any computer equipment, your power cords, your discs, and also another supply is the ink cartridges. Ink cartridges are the second most used supply for computer equipment. Paper on an annual basis can run as much as $760 a year, and ink cartridges are close to it at $600 a year. Upgrades, usually if you are with a leasing company, they will still have, or they will keep in supply, the most modern computers used, and so therefore they may be able to do an exchange for you with a little bit of cash exchange as well. The next thing that you want to consider is what kind of tax benefits are offered with each option. On the purchasing, of course, you have your annual depreciation deductions, and however, also when you are purchasing computer equipment, you do have an option of what's called a Section 179, and that allows you to deduct the total amount of your purchase within the year that you begin using it. After that, that is a one-time tax deduction, and after that, then you can only deduct your annual depreciation. On the leasing agreement, when you have an operating lease agreement, then the only deduction you get on that is your Section 179, where you can deduct the total amount of your lease agreement, and that again is a one-time deduction, and there is no deductions after that. The capital lease agreement has two two tax benefits. One is that because it's transferring ownership, that it becomes an asset, and therefore you get to deduct the annual depreciation yearly. And the second thing is that because you're making monthly payments, then you're able to also deduct the interest on the monthly payments.